Do not have a foul to do it. Sessions misses. Anthony the rebound. Anthony's going to try and get one more shot off from half court at the buzzer. Oh, he puts it in from half court. Carmelo Anthony knocks it down. 37 first half points.
A few months ago, I made a video saying Carmelo Anthony is the most underrated player of all time. I got a lot of support on that video. In this video, I'm going to explain the truth about Carmelo Anthony. I still believe, no, scratch that, I know he is the most underrated player of all time. Melo is still one of the best players in the NBA. Do you remember back when Kobe missed the playoffs for a couple years after Shaq left and everyone began to hate on Kobe, saying, oh, he can't win without Shaq and that he's a ball hog, he's not a good person? Well, people are doing the same exact thing to Carmelo. People say Carmelo is overrated and that he is washed up. Yet those are the same type of people that look at the box score and don't watch the games. If you watched any New York Knicks games this year, you will see that Carmelo Anthony played better than he ever has. Yeah, he only averaged 22 points per game, but he also averaged 8 rebounds per game and 4 assists per game. That is a career high in assists. And if you watched any Knicks games this year, you would see that he's going with the flow of the offense instead of constantly isolating. I wouldn't really call it a triangle type offense, but I would compare it to the Spurs offense of constantly swinging the basketball. This year, Carmelo passed the ball more than ever before. And for the people that say Carmelo sucks because he missed the playoffs 3 years in a row, those are the same people that ignore the fact that Melo has never missed the playoffs before the New York Knicks started making these stupid trades, before they were trying to tank so they could get a top draft pick. It is not Carmelo's fault that they signed a declining Amari Stoudemire to a max contract. It is not Carmelo's fault that they got rid of J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, and Tim Hardaway Jr., who are all really good role players. When Melo had those players by his side, he led New York to the second best record in the East, and he was in MVP conversations. People never mention the fact that Carmelo was also one of a handful of players who have never averaged under 20 points per game. Those players include Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Or the fact that Carmelo will finish top 5 in scoring if he continues scoring the way he does for 5 more seasons. Or the fact that Carmelo gets a bad rap from the media because he wasn't all perfect and he made a mistake for being in a video with some gang members in his earlier years in the league. People also don't mention the fact that Carmelo Anthony is actually a pretty decent defender. Now, he may be a little lazy sometimes on the defensive end, but the stats do not lie. He's one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. I mean, you name it, he does it. I don't understand why people forget about him. People forget he is a 9-time All-Star. He should have been at least an 11-time All-Star right now, but he got snubbed in his early years. Why? Because people didn't like him for the mistakes that he made early on in his career. The truth is, Carmelo Anthony is one of the best basketball players in NBA history. It is not his fault that through the entirety of his career, except for 2 seasons, he has been on a rebuilding roster. And for those 2 seasons that I said, Carmelo Anthony led his team to the Western Conference Finals and to the second best record in the Eastern Conference. I feel really bad for Carmelo Anthony. Just because he had bad teammates meant he had to shoot the basketball more. And that is where people started to call him a ball hog. But it's similar to the situation with Kobe. Why would Kobe pass to Smush Parker? Why would Kobe pass to Kwame Brown? So why would Carmelo Anthony pass to the bums that he has on his team now and to the bums that he had on his team all throughout his career for the most part? Anyway, I just wanted to make things clear that Carmelo is actually a really good guy and he is still a top player in this league. It is sad to say that some people believe he is not a top 10 player in the world anymore. First of all, he's been top 5 in the league since around 2006, and maybe not anymore in top 5, but he's definitely top 10. There's no way in hell someone can list 10 players better than Carmelo Anthony that play in the NBA right now. All in all, I just wanted to get that off my chest because it makes me upset when I hear people say Carmelo Anthony is overrated. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, stay awesome and keep moving forward.